So as you can see in the title of this video, I started taking classes again, and I'm super excited because, you know, for once in my life, I'm choosing me. Like, I'm choosing to better myself. I'm not listening to the outside noise. To be honest, I kind of cut off toxic friends. They probably don't even know that they're cut off, but they're cut off. You know, I wanted to silence the noise, well, the outside noise, and just really focus on me and only have my own opinions and not listen to everybody else's opinions. Because one thing about people, when you tell them about your moves or anything that's exciting to you, they will find ways to try to shut it down, and then that plants a seed of doubt, you know. And I'm so happy that for once I just, you know, didn't feel the need to talk to anyone. You know, I kept it a secret. I'm like, you know what, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it for me, not for validation from others, but for myself, you know. So yes, I started taking classes again because I want to further my education in the healthcare field. And you know, I was a little bit overwhelmed. Today was the first day of classes, by the way. But I was a little bit overwhelmed because, you know, I did fail the exam to get into the program. But the beautiful blessing about it is I was able to, I guess you could say, have a remedial class. This as an opportunity. Mind you, these are classes for the summer. I took this as a W, to be honest. It's not really a loss, because why would I feel ashamed for wanting to grow better in a certain subject that I've struggled in? Well, one of the subjects that I struggle in is math. Like, I hate math, and I know I'm not the only one who hates math, but I took it as an opportunity to grow and, you know, learn to love it. You know, these classes, I'm also taking a reading and writing course, but it's okay because I actually enjoy reading and writing, and I know that class is going to be a piece of cake, and maybe certain things that I need to grow in terms of, you know, my writing, my grammar, like I could grow even more, you know, by taking the class. Mind you, these classes are free. So if you guys want any information about taking certain courses to help you further your education to get into, let's say, a certain field in terms of like medical, anything, like they have phlebotomy, they have EKG, they have Google IT, they have OSHA, they have security. Like, they have a few programs that you can get into for free, guys. And when I tell you, it's wherever you're from, in New York, whether it's Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, they have all of these boroughs, they have a center specifically for you. So if you plan on going back to school and furthering your education, I advise you to do it. Like, I will give you guys the link if you want it. But I'm just really happy. Like, I feel like I haven't felt this type of, you know, passion in a while, and I hope it doesn't burn out. God forbid. Let me not speak that into existence. That's my anxiety talking. You see what I mean? Like, it played out in real life just now. But I'm just gonna live in the moment. You know, today was the first day of classes. My professors are dope, and the thing about that program is they actually cater to your needs. Like, for me, I am very neurodivergent. Like, that's why it's been a struggle for me when it comes to school in general. Like, it's hard sometimes to understand, you know, as you know, how a neurotypical, you know, would understand a certain subject or an assignment. But when I tell you, these teachers walk you through it, and I would say hold your hand. Like, but you also have to put in the effort, you know. Like, they're helping you, but you want to help yourself too, and make sure that you're on task with everything. Make sure you come to the classes, you know, look at extra practice work online, like all these things, you know, to better yourself. And I'm just so happy. Like, and I didn't feel weird out in the classroom, because a little something about myself, when it comes to classrooms, I don't know what traumatic experience I had. Well, I probably do, but I don't want to unpack. maybe in another video. But when it comes to classes, my anxiety is so intense because I don't know, I just feel like people are looking at me in general when literally nobody's looking at you. But I always feel like very like, I don't know, awkward, and I just feel weird in the classroom setting. But I almost found myself a little, you know, feeling a little weird in the classroom setting today, but it only lasted for a little bit because I'm like, Jada, like, come on, like, you got this, you're good, you're safe. Like, there's, and mind you, the people in the classroom, the students, they're also on the same type of level as me when it comes to learning. Like, even in the math course, you know, me and a few girls, we were kikiing and like just laughing at like not understanding a certain topic, and like even the professor was like, I'm sorry, you know, I know y'all brains is like going crazy right now, but it felt good, it felt comfortable because, you know, I'm not the only one who's struggling, you know. And again, the professor's really good at teaching you step by step so you can get to, you know, a better understanding of whatever topic being discussed. And, you know, by the end of the class, it was pretty good. You know, it was very reassuring. That's what I'm saying. The teachers are very reassuring. As far as the advisor, like, she's cool, you know, she emails you a lot, so to keep you up to date. Again, it's free, it's literally free. I started taking classes is because, you know, after I lost my job, I got laid off, and, you know, I was stuck at home trying to figure out what I want to do with myself. And, you know, a lot of depression came, obviously, you know, grief, because I lost my mother not too long ago. So, you know, being able to not work and sit with myself, that was just, it was a lot. It was a lot. But again, we don't have to get into that, maybe in another video. But I was able to really process and think about what I want for myself in the future, long term, not short term goals, but long term goals, and where I see myself. Because, you know, it came to a point where it's like, Jada, stop beating yourself up. Find something to do, you know, to get you out of, you know, this funk, or, you know, this feeling of stagnation. And I finally found a solution. And I know this will benefit me, again, long term. So I'm just truly grateful, and I really got to thank God, because without him, I feel like I wouldn't have that driving force to persevere and continue to grow within myself. Like, I could actually, I feel like I'm gonna start crying. Like, I'm also a sensitive girly, but it feels good. Like, it generally feels good. And but at the end of the day, if you're watching this and you're feeling down in the dumps, like, I would say probably write down your goals, like what your passions, like what drives you, and it could take baby steps. Like, tasks could feel like, oh, this is too much, but once you go past that hump, I promise you, you're gonna take off. You're gonna take off like Sonic, baby. Period. You're gonna run and catch all them coins, okay? And them coins could be success, happiness, I don't know, anything you want. You just have to really sit with yourself and plan it out. And again, it might feel like it's too much, but really think about the things you love. Like, what drives you? To me, what's driving me too is making these type of videos. Like, I actually have something to look forward to. And yeah, like, this feels different because I'm not used to this. But it's a good thing. It's jumping outside of your comfort zone. Even today, I was the first one to introduce myself in the classroom. And usually I be terrified, my heart be racing. I told you, anxious girly, my heart be racing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, people are looking at me. No. Why do we have to introduce ourselves? I hate that. So we're gonna go around the class and introduce ourselves. You know, literally, last night, I was literally having anxiety. I could barely sleep because I'm like, oh, please don't tell me my professor's like, can we go around and introduce ourselves? But when she did that today, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, can I go first? Because I'm an anxious girly, and I feel like the more I wait, I'm gonna get even more anxious, and I just want to get it over and done with. And when I tell you, the people in the back was laughing, and they was like, girl, me too. It felt nice, you know, it really felt nice. And I feel like I take my power back when it comes to anxiety, because F anxiety, right? Like, you not the boss of me. Like, I'm in control of my life. You know, rebuke anxiety in the name of Jesus, because please, you a small fry, okay? But with that being said, live in the moment, guys. And I'm happy I'm making this video, because I could go back to it. If when I start burning out, I could go back to this video and remember the feeling. Like, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it if you stood this far or this long. And bet on yourself. That's what I'm gonna leave you guys with. Bet on yourself. Don't listen to the outside noise. Don't care what other people gotta say about you, because who is really them? They not paying your bills. They not wiping your okay? So, and don't let people know your moves. Don't let people know your next moves. Trust me, there's a lot of people who prey on your downfall. Leave their minds wondering, because when they really see what you're gonna do is when you finished and you succeeded. Okay? But yeah, I love you guys. Bye.